Welcome back to Accreditation Unlocked. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Clough, and today we're diving into a topic that sits at the very core of accreditation, academic quality, and institutional integrity. It's something that every accreditor cares deeply about, and yet something that is often misunderstood, oversimplified, or put on the back burner until after a self-study forces everyone to pay attention. I'm talking about curriculum management. Now, I've been in higher education for more than 4 decades. I've seen institutions that manage their curriculum exceptionally well, with clear processes, consistent oversight, and a culture that understands why curriculum matters. And I've seen institutions where curriculum management is almost accidental. Changes happen informally. Syllabi drift over time. Learning outcomes don't line up. Advisory boards meet sporadically. And by the time accreditation arrives, the institution is scrambling to piece together who approved what, when, and why. Here's the truth. If mission is the heart of the institution, curriculum is its voice. What you teach, how you teach it, and how you evaluate it, that's the story to tell your accreditors about who you are. Today, we're going to talk about what curriculum management actually means from an accreditation perspective. We'll break it down as a system, not just as a committee, not as a set of forms, but as a continuous, evidence-based framework for overseeing academic programs. We'll discuss what accreditors expect, where institutions get into trouble, and what a strong curriculum management system looks like in practice. And finally, I'll give you actionable steps you can take to build or rebuild a curriculum management framework that supports compliance, quality, and continuous improvement. Let's get started. What curriculum management actually means. When people hear curriculum management, they often think about curriculum committees, course approvals, and the occasional program revision. But for accreditors, the concept runs much deeper. Curriculum management is a complete end-to-end system for designing, developing, delivering, evaluating, revising, and ensuring the integrity of your academic programs. It is the structure that ensures that programs are aligned with institutional mission, that student learning outcomes are clear and coherent, the curriculum is current, rigorous, and relevant, that there is consistency across instructors and modalities, that industry needs and regulatory expectations are addressed, and that the institution can demonstrate continuous improvement over time. Accreditors see curriculum management as the operational heart of academic quality. It's not an event. It's not a meeting. It's not a binder of forms. It's an ecosystem. Think of it this way. If accreditation is about proving quality, curriculum is that body of evidence. And curriculum management, that's the system that keeps the evidence valid, reliable, and consistent. Core elements accreditors look for. Every accrediting agency uses slightly different language, but the expectations around curriculum management are strikingly consistent. They all expect institutions to have strong, systematic curriculum oversight. Let's break down the core elements accreditors look for. Number 1, clear, coherent learning outcomes. Institutions should have institutional learning outcomes, program-level outcomes, course-level learning outcomes. Accreditors expect these outcomes to be published, understandable, aligned, and mapped. The alignment piece is critical. Program outcomes should connect logically to course outcomes, and course outcomes should show how students achieve the competencies required for graduation. When accreditors see outcomes that are vague, outdated, or poorly aligned, that's a red flag. Number 2, a defined approval process. Accreditors expect a transparent, documented approval process that demonstrates academic oversight. This typically includes a curriculum committee or governance body, faculty ownership of the curriculum, formal proposals, minutes that reflect thoughtful review, and processes for new courses, revisions, deletions, and program changes. One of the biggest issues I've seen is informal approvals. Faculty or departments making changes without documentation or without routing them through proper governance processes. Accreditors expect decisions to be traceable, from proposal to approval to implementation. Number 3, regular curriculum review cycles. This is where curriculum management intersects with assessment and institutional effectiveness. A strong curriculum review system includes program review, annual assessment, multi-year review cycles, data-driven changes, and evidence that feedback informs revisions. Accreditors don't just want to see you have learning outcomes. They want proof that you evaluate them, understand the results, and take action. This is the closing the loop part of accreditation that often trips institutions up. Number 4, workforce and industry alignment. Especially for career-focused programs, but not exclusively, accreditors want to see advisory committee input, employer feedback, professional standards, credential or licensure alignment, labor market data. Curriculum should reflect what graduates need to succeed, and institutions must show how that feedback informs decisions. Number 5, compliance with policies and regulations. This includes credit hour definitions, clock to credit conversions, contact hours, state licensure requirements, federal distance education regulations, and requirements for clinical, practicum, or externship experiences. These are often areas where findings emerge, especially in fields with mandated content or required hours. Number 6, monitoring integrity and consistency. Accreditors expect institutions to ensure that syllabi are consistent, that learning expectations meet expected rigor, that online courses align with approved curriculum, that multiple instructors teach the same course using the same outcomes, and that content and assessments reflect the approved curriculum. This prevents curriculum drift. When what's being taught slowly diverges from what was approved, curriculum drift is one of the most common causes of accreditation findings. Curriculum management as a continuous system. Let's talk about the word continuous. Accreditors don't want curriculum systems that activate only during self-study years. Curriculum oversight must be ongoing. This continuous cycle typically includes setting outcomes, designing curriculum, delivering instruction, assessing learning, reviewing data, making improvements, documenting changes, and reassessing impact. Curriculum management is inherently linked to continuous improvement. A strong system answers 3 questions. Number 1, is the curriculum effective? Number 2, how do we know? Number 3, what are we going to do to improve it? When I was a CAO, I often said, you don't manage the curriculum once. You build a system that manages itself. And that system relies on people, process, and evidence. Common weaknesses that lead to findings. Let's be candid. There are common curriculum management issues that show up repeatedly in findings and recommendations. Here are some of the most frequent ones. Number 1, inconsistent syllabi. Different versions of the same course, different learning outcomes, different assignments, different grade weights. Accreditors see inconsistency as a breakdown in oversight. Number 2, curriculum drift. This happens when faculty make changes informally over many years. Before you know it, the course being taught is not the course that was approved. Number 3, weak documentation. That includes missing minutes, approvals, program reviews, advisory committee recommendations, evidence of follow-up, or assessment data. Documentation matters because it proves oversight. Number 4, lack of alignment. Outcomes don't map. Program goals don't connect to course outcomes, and assessment data doesn't inform curriculum decisions. Number 5, failure to maintain currency. Outdated textbooks, assignments, industry practices, or certification standards. Curriculum must reflect the current state of knowledge and practice. Number 6, overly complex processes. Institutions sometimes build curriculum systems so complicated that people avoid using them. A curriculum process should be rigorous, but not impossible. Number 7, irregular advisory board engagement. Accreditors want meaningful employer input, not perfunctory meetings twice a year with no follow-up. These weaknesses all signal the same problem: a lack of systematic, consistent oversight. What a strong curriculum management system looks like. Let's paint a picture of what a high-functioning curriculum system looks like. A strong system has, number 1, clear governance. Everyone knows who is responsible for proposing changes, reviewing changes, approving changes, and implementing changes. There's no guesswork. Number 2, documented workflows. Flowcharts, manuals, and templates. Not to restrict creativity, but to ensure consistency. Number 3, regular review cycles. Institutions use thoughtful, predictable timelines for program review, assessment, and curriculum updates. No one is surprised by expectations. Number 4, data-informed decision-making. Changes aren't made by intuition or tradition alone. They're grounded in assessment results, student feedback, employer needs, and industry updates. Number 5, consistent implementation. What's approved is what's delivered across all instructors, all sections, and all delivery modes. Number 6, technology support. Catalog software, curriculum management platforms, evidence repositories, or data dashboards. Anything that makes the system easier to maintain and track. Ultimately, a strong curriculum system is predictable, transparent, sustainable, and aligned with mission. How to build or strengthen your system. Here are actionable steps institutions can take to create or improve their curriculum management framework. Number 1, create a curriculum manual. Document roles, processes, workflows, forms, timelines, and approval pathways. This becomes the institutional guidebook. Number 2, standardize syllabi. Create a required template with course outcomes, program outcome alignment, credit hour justification, required texts, learning experiences, and assessment mapping. Standardization ensures consistency and compliance. Number 3, implement curriculum mapping. This is essential for demonstrating alignment. Number 4, build a rolling review calendar. A multi-year cycle distributes curriculum review across time. No more everything at once during the self-study. Number 5, train faculty and department chairs. Curriculum oversight is shared work. Build understanding, not just requirements. Number 6, strengthen advisory boards. Provide agenda, minutes, follow-up summaries, and reports on how feedback inform change. This is critical evidence for accreditation. Number 7, create an evidence repository. Store minutes, approvals, maps, syllabi, assessment data, program reviews, advisory board recommendations, and any changes that were made. This is your institutional memory, your insurance policy against turnover. Number 8, link curriculum decisions to assessment. Use assessment data to justify course revisions, program updates, outcome changes, or new pedagogical approaches. This ties curriculum to continuous improvement. Curriculum management in online and hybrid learning. With the rapid growth of distance education, accreditors have heightened expectations for curriculum integrity across modalities. Institutions must ensure that online courses match approved content. Instructor qualifications align with curriculum demands. Regular and substantive interaction requirements are met. Rigor and workload are consistent, and course shells reflect current outcomes. Online learning often reveals cracks in curriculum systems, especially when multiple instructors teach independently. Accreditors are watching closely. Practical evidence to keep for accreditation. Here's what you should always have ready for a self-study or site visit. Curriculum committee minutes, approved proposals, mapping documents, program review reports, assessment results and action plans, advisory committee feedback, syllabi, faculty qualifications, catalog descriptions, and evidence of revisions and follow-up. Accreditation is not just about doing the work, it's about proving you do the work. Documentation is the bridge between practice and compliance. Why curriculum management matters. Let me end with this. Curriculum is your institution's promise, the promise of what students will learn, how they will learn it, and how you will know they've achieved it. Curriculum management is a system that protects that promise. A strong curriculum management framework ensures academic quality, student success, regulatory compliance, institutional effectiveness, and accreditation readiness. But more importantly, it ensures that your curriculum reflects your mission, not just in theory, but in practice. As I often say, you can't have accreditation without curriculum, and you can't prove curriculum effectiveness without a system that manages it well. Thank you for joining me today. This has been Accreditation Unlocked. I'm Dr. Ken Clough, and I'll see you next time as we continue exploring the systems, stories, and strategies that keep higher education moving forward.